Hey guys, hey, we'll talk with Shirley and Real Health 360. I realized that I haven't came to y'all with a talking video in a while. So I'm coming to y'all with a talking video. Okay. I was just sitting back thinking today, it's almost the 1st of May. We almost 6 months into the new year. How are your New Year's resolutions going? How are your New Year's planning and all the things you said you was gonna change? How is that going? And I started talking to myself about the difference between front burner behavior and back burner behavior, okay? So I'm pretty sure we all know or can identify to some back burner behavior, like putting ourselves on the back burner, putting everybody in their needs before ours, whether it's our job, school, kids, whatever. Some of those things you have to do, like I get that. But then sometimes I feel like we get so involved in back burner behavior that we don't engage in front burner behavior. Front burner behavior is putting yourself first, setting yourself up to do the things that you need to do for yourself, following through on your word with yourself. Because I don't care whether you on the front burner or the back burner, it's gonna all be hot. But at the end of the day, you get to choose your hot. A lot of times when you put stuff on the back burner, it burn up because you forget about it, because you're worried about the stuff on the front burner. So what is it going to take for you to engage in some front burner behavior? Let's talk about some of the ways that I personally engage in front burner behavior. I start by setting the tone for my day. I get up and I get in my word to set the tone for my day. I get up and get in the Bible. That's what I personally do. I get in the Bible, I pray, I'm grateful, because the minute I wake up, I want to just hit the flow and get the running. But it's like, I got to set the tone for the day. And a lot of times I'd be like, oh, I'll get to it, but time waiting on nobody. And have you gotten to it yet? Because I know for me, had I not started, I wouldn't be where I am. And I'm not even as far as I would like to be. So it's been a few days, over a year now, that I have consistently walked, rode my bike, or jogged for at least 3 miles a day. I'm on day like 368 or 69 or something like that. But my goal for me was to see if I can be consistent for myself for one whole year. And now I'm just making it a part of my lifestyle. So I consider that front burner behavior, setting a goal and sticking to that goal, just a small goal. That was what my thing was. I'm going to move every day. Has my eating been perfect? No. Has my Bible reading been perfect? No. Has my water intake been perfect? No. But it's not about being perfect, but just getting up and consistently just continuing to do it. So I would engage in a lot of back burner behavior, putting myself last, making promises to myself that I don't keep, saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or not having a meal or doing an exercise I said I was going to do, and then letting the whole day go by and just say, oh, the day is shot. The day is not shot. You still got time to regroup, but I would never think that way. I would think, oh, it's all or nothing. It doesn't have to be all or nothing unless you want it to be all or nothing. So I had to really, really, really just make some changes. And the year was going to go by either way, God willing. So the year has went by anyway, God, by the grace of God. And the changes that I have made have been substantial, but I still got more things to do. And it's not looking and viewing this as a job or something I got to do, but something I get to do because all we have is today. Do you want to let another year go by? Do you want it to be another May and all your New Year's resolutions is gone down the drain? When are you going to start participating in front burner behavior, putting yourself and the things you said you were going to do for you first? When are you going to start making a change? I kept putting this off for years, and making the changes that I've made, working on my weight, working on my health, mental, physical, emotional wellness, a priority in my life has been a game changer, because then when the front burner behavior goes on, the back burner, I can pay more attention to the back burner things. And putting things on the back burner doesn't necessarily mean that you don't care about them. It just means that sometimes you got to shift your priorities, because trust me, if you don't shift your priorities within your control, something else will shift it. It'll force you to. And you don't want to be in that situation. And also I think about, what is your credibility looking like? We be so worried about our credit score. What is your credit score with you looking like? How credible are you? You might have street credit. You might have corporate world credit. Credit in health and wellness communities. But what kind of credit do you have with yourself? How credible are you to you? You know, it used to be a time back, way back in my day, when you get on the internet and research things and they tell you, like, don't take the first, um, when you do a search, like, look through and investigate where this information coming from. How credible is it? Nowadays, it's just like, oh, you take the first thing that pops up, and the first thing that pops up is from a big company whose name we not gonna mention, and it's like, can you trust that? See, we're in an age now where we questioning things. How credible is this? Does this stand up? Does this hold up to what it says it is, or what it says it's gonna do? So I'm asking you how credible you are. How you may show up for other people, and they may say, oh, that's, you know her, you know him, he gonna show up, maybe to the barbecue, maybe to the bar, whatever. But can you show up for yourself every day? Can you show up and be credible and do what you say you gonna do so that you could start trusting you? Because I feel like for me, everybody else could probably trust me, and I would show up for everybody else, but I wasn't showing up for myself. And when I start showing up for myself, that's when things change. I'm talking about this because I was tired today. I didn't feel like getting out here to do this walk. I got a Tai Chi class later, but I'm like, I just don't feel like it. It's a lot of things I didn't feel like doing for other people, but I did them. So I had to think about, what is my credibility going to look like for me? It ain't about nobody else. If people believe me, don't believe me, I know how many days I've been walking, riding my bike, I have not missed a day since I started. And so my body is starting to learn to trust me. I'm starting to learn to trust me. And that's a good thing. So I'm asking you, what's your credibility looking like? What's your credit score for you? Not Equifax and all them Equifax, all them other credit bureaus or whatever. What is the credit reporting places? What is your credit looking like? What's your credit score in terms of how you showing up for yourself? We gonna keep making excuses. When you miss a payment, them people don't care if you miss the payment, they gonna knock your credit score down. You miss a couple payments, they even took your house or your car. So you gotta think about that in terms of your health and wellness. You miss a day or you miss some things, that's messing with your credit score for you. And you gotta think about, is that really how you wanna be showing up for yourself? I'm turning around because that wind is blowing, but how you wanna show up for you? How do you wanna show up for the things that are important to you? Or do you wanna show up at all? The first step is being honest with yourself. And the second step is showing up no matter what. I started out, for me, slow. I did a walk. How did I come up with 3 miles? I did a walk. It took me about an hour. I was like, this is going to be it. This walk. This is what I can do. No matter how fast or slow. Now, I talked about the 3 miles a day. I'm continuing with those same 3 miles a day. Now, my goal is to get faster, to get stronger, to get better. But make your goals smart. Make them, when I say smart, that's specific, a specific goal, a measurable goal, like a time limit. Make it realistic. Put a timetable on it, so that you can achieve it. You want to make it specific. You want to make it measurable. You want to make it an attainable goal. You want to make it a realistic goal, and you want to put a timetable on it. That's a smart goal. So don't start out like, I'm going to walk 15 miles a day. Maybe do 3 miles or 3 minutes, whatever. I have a Move and Thrive tribe community on a Telegram app, and we give daily accountability. I have monthly challenges that I do, and I'm inviting you. I'm going to put the link down in the description below. I'm inviting you to join the challenge, to join the group. I'm going to be announcing the full challenge for the month of May. It's going to be interesting, and it's for anybody, whether you haven't moved ever or you've been moving every day. But make today the day that you commit to turning your health around. We can make all these excuses, but excuses ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's time to make some progress. It's time to make some change. It's time to change that credit score. You can change your credibility with yourself quicker than you can the credit bureau or the credit companies. So it's time to get started. Let's not make any more excuses. Let's make some progress and let's get to moving. I love you guys. I came with this video because I feel like I'm always cooking, and that's fine. I still got some more things to bring for y'all for some cooking, but I wanted to talk because it's real talk with Shirley. I want to talk about what am I doing? What am I working through? I'm working through being continually being consistent and showing up for me no matter what. You know, no matter how that looks, no matter what people think, no matter how that may come across, I have to get up and move. Because if you don't move it, you lose it. And for women especially, building muscle, bone health that further down the line, I want to be able to get on it. The number one thing that happens to a lot of older people that put them out of commission is they have a fall. And they can't get up themselves and they break a hip or something. It's over for them. I don't want to be like that. So, what things are you doing that are front burner behavior and not back burner behavior? How's your credibility looking for you? Because you know, I don't care if you get out on the street and somebody know you was Ray Ray or whatever, but your street credit, how your health credit looking? Ooh, that's a little, what's your credit score looking like health-wise? You know, mental, emotional, how's that looking? Most of us probably got a good credit score, a semi-good credit score, but not a great health credit score. Get your health accounts in order. Get your health credit in order. These are all things I think about daily. These are all things I ask myself. These are all things that I put in my mind like, how you looking today? What you looking like? Because trust me, God forbid you pass here today or tomorrow. All that stuff that you putting on the front burner and putting yourself on the back burner, that same stuff gonna still be there. All the people, all the responsibilities, the job, they gonna keep on living their life. And you might not be here because of life choices. And that doesn't even have to be food but just even the stress. So how are you prioritizing and participating in front burner behavior? That's the word for the week now. Going into May, it ain't nothing but front burner behavior. All the rest of that stuff can go. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to be coming to y'all with some updates and some more videos. I just want to throw that out there because it was on my spirit. As you can see, look how beautiful it is out here. I would have missed this how I not engaged in some front burner behavior. I'm out here, 2 braids in my hair. I'm finna get out here and do my 3-mile walk, get back, get myself together, do some Tai Chi, just putting myself in my front burner behavior and business. All right, love you guys. Real Talk with Shirley and Real Health 360. I'm going to put that link in the description down below for the Telegram group if you'd like to join. We just give accountability. This is what I'm doing today. This is what I got going on. I do different monthly challenges, so check it out. Maybe something you're interested in, something you're not. But I said I was going to make it a point to put myself out there a little bit more because it's something I do every day. It's move. So I want to encourage other people to move, whatever that look like for you. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.